It's a, I guess a sim, like a strategy simulator, I guess is the best way to describe it, but great game. Definitely kind of, I don't even know how to describe it. You just gotta watch me play it. You just gotta come with me on this ride, man, on this adventure. This is Nova Zeta from, or Sounds Champion Nova from When Awesome Collides here. Give me a little taste. I know I only really stream on Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and I use kind of Tuesdays and Thursdays for my own time, but you know, I just enjoyed this game, and I think that you know, more people should kind of get to see it at least. They may go out and purchase it, you know, and support THQ Nordic on this one, and maybe they'll make a third. You know, they already might have one in talks. I'll have to check it out, but oh yeah, definitely, you should definitely come see it, or definitely go get it yourself. Let's see. At approximately 1 in the morning, the Sharpwood Police Department received an anonymous call. The source said he knew where he could find the headquarters of the Neckties, a gang of drug traffickers that recently arrived in the town. Anonymous information is rarely reliable, but for Sheriff Wells, shutting down the Neckties was the department's primary goal, so he immediately went to the address indicated, along with 2 other officers for backup. Turn 1. Now, the cool thing about this game that's completely different than the first game is that when you did the, basically it has an overview where you'll pick your, like, hey, I'm going to assign these 2 officers to go check out this crime, and you level them up after missions, etc., etc., but that was all simmed. In this game, you actually play it. They actually put you in the boots of these officers out there risking their lives, doing their thing, making it happen in this small town. And like I said, I haven't really gotten a chance to play it. I think I played it all for about 45 minutes when I first got the game, and obviously kind of put it on the back burner with other stuff that came out around the time. But, you know, we're playing it now. We're making it happen. Let's see.
Roger.
Alright, moving into that spot. Alright, move this guy behind the logs. I'm assuming you'll take some sort of penalty if you go outside of that movable range. Let's see. Because why would they have this here if you didn't take some sort of penalty? But we'll worry about that later. We'll see what they're talking about later.
We have visual.
Alright. Got 2 bad guys, 3 bad guys up there. Setting up. Let's see. We move this guy around here. Or this fine lady. If the enemy spots you, then he'll raise the alarm during his turn. If the alarm is raised, cops are visible even if they're hiding behind cover, but cover still makes you a harder target to hit. Alright, so stealth is important in this game, it looks like. I'm honestly super looking forward to it. I enjoyed the last game, and it simulated all of this stuff, so let's see. Whack the criminal with a baton to the head, or he'll raise the alarm and compromise the whole operation. Stunned and wounded criminals don't resist arrest. Go ahead and, I was just gonna put him out of his misery, but alright. Hit him with that baton. Okay. So we'll move. We'll move. Alright. Move you around here. And you'll arrest the criminal. Alright, 1 down. Alright, so we'll take this guy. Approach from the other side. It looks like the enemies, if they get out of your... Oh, that might be your vision range. Because it looks like we can't see them after they get to a certain point, it looks like. Maybe. Alright, so we go around this obstacle here. Showed back up, okay. Alright, shoot with the taser. Let's see what we got popping here. Sometimes batons and knives are not enough. The taser is effective at medium range and stuns the offender for several turns. May cause pain and shock. To them, not us. I would be surprised if it shocked us.
Roger.
Alright. Get ready for the arrest. Alright, Hung, let's make our move. Intercept the lookout here. Enemies can not only see you, but can also hear you. If an offender sees you from afar or hears a suspicious noise, he's sure to leave his post and check the area. Alright, so we move here. Ooh, stun him. Hit him with that pepper spray. That's my purse! Alright, what we got? Okay, they're stunned. Wow, they're stunned for a decent amount of turns, too. That's interesting. I wonder if that means we'll get kind of hurt like that, too. So, we arrest this suspect right here. Lock him up. Hid behind the railroad card. You know, the small little touches in the game can kind of make it really slap. And hearing them from the perspective of some like a dispatcher definitely helps set the atmosphere. Like you're it makes you feel like you're at HQ, kind of sending them out to where they need to be. I like that. All right, so we move up here on the building. Move closer to old boy. All right, hit him with that arrest, I'm assuming. Yes, sir.
Get on the ground.
All right, lock him on up. Got that Flip Michigan water on deck. All right, we move this around to the window. If you still haven't raised the alarm, then the enemy won't see you through the window. I like that.
We have a visual.
Alright. Prepare to engage. Let's see what we got popping here. Okay, we've surrounded the building. Only a policeman with the appropriate perk can pick locks or break down doors. Noise from a broken window or door will attract the enemy's attention. But then why do I want to break down the door? I want to kind of pick that boy off. Why wouldn't they send me with the finesse character? Why would they send me with the big body boy? Oh, look at this. Oh, Lord, I didn't even see these bodies out here. Like, they just really do not care. They just have them laying out in the open. And is that one on a pyre? Oh, we need to stop these men. Yes, sir. This is too much. Oh, Lord. All the iconography. Is that a bear? Yeah, that's a bear. All right. These people are sick. Yeah, we got to put a stop to them. All right. Activate the cop's perk. Battering ram. You don't have any lockpick? No. Okay.
Roger.
Bink. But do I have to shoot him? Can I not tase him? Firearms can kill or disarm a suspect and inflict serious wounds. A wounded person will not die in a few moves unless he... Oh, will die. Sorry. A wounded person will die in a few moves unless he's evacuated. Gunshots immediately raise the alarm, so think twice before opening fire. Looks like I have no other choice, though, so I can't think twice at all. Liar. The criminal won't be able to shoot, but he will certainly try to escape.
Roger.
I prefer to leg him, but bink. Okay. Suspect's turn. Now he is aware. Call in the boys. It must be Saturday.
590.
See, if we could have just jimmied the window, I should have just waited a turn.
580.
Alright.
Negative. Roger.
Jump on in.
Roger.
Okay, we'll break open this window here.
Roger.
Prepare to breach. Alright. Officer Wells, let's make it happen. We cornered him.
Roger.
Bust wide open. Bust it wide open. Oh no, I don't have control of something. What's about to happen? Oh no! Let's see. November 21st.
But today I wasn't so lucky. I mean, it wasn't just a regular funeral, was it? All Sharpwood showed up. Can you imagine? I had a teacher, Mrs. Dawson. I haven't seen her since the 3rd grade. Figured she'd moved or died. I mean, it's not easy to lose track of someone in this town, right? And today I'm looking at her in the crowd, all alive and healthy. Imagine, right? And the crowd was huge. It wasn't even a crowd, more like a whole river of people. I mean, you look at all of them and you can't even see the end. All the roads were blocked. Just thinking.
Groceries?
It's weird. There's this dead guy who's making it so an alive guy can't get his groceries on time, right?
Oh.
I mean, I just wanted to say,
Yeah, you should go, buddy.
I
Yeah.
really respect Sheriff Wells. He died a hero, right? Ask anyone. Everybody says he's a hero. But I'm
my
just
boy
saying,
Wells.
I got a job to do. I don't want to lose it. Nobody wants to lose a job because it's not easy to find a new job in Sharpwood, right? So,
The money's right there in front of your nose. Don't bother with the change.
Mr. Nash, thank you. I just wanted to say that you don't need to call Mr. Summers. I mean, he'll be yelling at me either way. I deserve it, right? I'm just...
Yeesh. You got some.
Oh,
you got some
by the way,
interesting issues,
those
my
cigars
guy.
you asked about?
Yeah, you got 'em?
Caesars, right? Mr. Summers said we normally don't have them in stock, but we can order them. Maybe
There you
it'll
go.
take a couple of weeks or so, but what's a couple of weeks when it's a quality product, right? I remember one day I was looking...
Forget it.
Bruh.
I don't know how long
talking
I'll
to?
be staying.
Oh,
Could be a day, could be a year. I don't know yet.
I hope. I mean, I hope that you won't be leaving too soon. You're like our best customer, or at least one of our best customers, am I right? I know there's a lot of stuff going on. Lots of folks are leaving. Even Pale Charlie left, and he's even older than you.
Wow.
He's 90 or something, maybe even 100.
Bro, you're digging yourself into a hole.
I
Get
mean,
on outta here.
I'm sure you'll find yourself a decent job, right? I mean, have a good day, Mr. Nash.
So this guy is this character right here. He's the sheriff from the original game. Game is incredible. The story's real nice. I won't ruin it for
Hey,
you, but
Lily.
let's just say things
So we're getting rid of
in
this
the
thing
canon
tomorrow?
storyline don't go
what?
well. I'm
We do
assuming.
what?
That drawing
that's why we
thing in
ended
the
up
hall.
here.
We're taking it down
'cause
tomorrow?
the end of the
I
game,
already
the last
called
game was
Uncle
wild,
Dimitri.
so-
He'll cart it off for us. Might even get a couple of bucks.
Whoa,
definitely worth picking up.
first,
Probably it's
it's
only
not
20 bucks
a
now, maybe.
drawing.
It's
It's a
15.
tapestry, okay? A beautiful work of art. You didn't notice, did you? Second, it's hanging there for a reason. And third, and most important, we're...
Oh, you mean that drawing in the hall? Great. I'll get a hanger tomorrow so we can put the TV up there. Maybe a VCR, too. What do you think?
Jesse, we are not taking down the tapestry.
TV? That's not a bad idea. Sure, but I was thinking, well, I thought we could put a snack machine here. I'm tired of having to drive 20 minutes over to Bad Ears gas station for smoked cheese in the middle of work. Like I've got nothing better to do, right?
How often is this dude
You see how
eating
much
smoked
space that
cheese?
giant thing takes up? We can put a TV up, an arcade game, probably even a pinball machine. Speaking of which,
Hey.
my son moved in with his wife and dairy, so we've got an extra VCR. Only thing
Ooh.
is, he took all his
Moved
videotapes
to
with
It-Town,
him.
huh?
So we can't...
Oh, no, tapes are no problem. I've got lots of tapes. Plus, if we tell the guys that everyone's bringing in a couple of movies, then we...
Look, I just need you to...
Hey,
Yeah,
what
they
kind of
have- we have
movies
a
you
party,
got?
yeah?
All sorts. Bloody Shirt 2, Bloody Shirt 3, Bloody Shirt 4, Hard-Boiled Women, Demons on Fifth Avenue.
And you've got that movie where this pilot is
I wanna
flying
see all
around the
those
earth,
movies,
but
I'm
he's
telling
running
you.
out of fuel over the ocean, so he makes a deal with Satan, and Satan sends him to fight an army of skeletons, and the skeleton general, you can't fuck with him.
Yeah, that's The Wind Blows into Hell. One of my favorites. Goes without saying, that's every man's favorite movie. Am I right or am I right?
Oh yeah, I'm definitely trying
When
to watch
I
those
saw him
movies.
at the end, when the girl throws the sword into the fire, my heart jumped out of my chest. Betty almost needed to call the ambulance. I swear to God.
You need to take better care of yourself, old man.
I've also got this movie. It's actually a cartoon, but it's for adults, you know. This guy gets the ability to undress people with his mind. So he goes into work, and he works in a bank.
Yes, sir.
And his boss is a real bitch. But the bitch has some
Oh,
great
geez.
boobs. And she calls him over to her.
Oh, I'm like, none of that.
We'll just discuss it tomorrow.
And she says there's some problem with this quarterly report. Some kind of paper got filed in wrong, and he asked...
Their HR department's gonna make me happy about that one.
What
I
the
can tell
hell,
you that.
Gail? Sit down and get ready to type. We agreed.
Lily, we'll finish that damn letter of yours tomorrow. And if we're lucky, we'll even...
Gail, take off your stupid hat and get back to your desk. I'm the sheriff and you'll do what I say. I'm the sheriff.
Oh,
Lily, you do know you don't have to be such a bitch, right? Bad Ears gas station closes in half an hour, so if we don't finish this stupid letter in the next 10 minutes, I'll be out of smokes until the morning. And if that happens, I'll be coming into work in a bad mood tomorrow.
gotta
And
have
if I
your,
come
gotta have
into
them,
work
them
in a
smoky
bad
boys.
mood,
Just
Them bad lung babies.
Shut up and type.
Okay. I'm ready. And for God's sake, let's stop taking half an hour on every sentence, okay?
First, read what you've got so far.
Let's
Of
see.
course, we won't be able to pay you serious money. It's like we
Yeesh.
won't be able to pay you anything at all. But I hope
Oof.
that you feel the same as me, that the safety of our native town of Sharpwood is a question of duty and honor, and not of material gain.
No, not just the last sentence. Read everything from the beginning.
Lily, come on.
Read it from the top.
I need that exposition, dog.
Carter, I imagine
Oh,
you've
no.
already heard the sad news that has prompted me to write you.
no.
I'll be frank. This letter you're holding is a plea for help. The police department of Sharpwood
All right,
was deprived.
that's enough. I can't take it anymore. We'll just pick up where we left off.
Yeepers.
Do you think Captain Carter will even read this?
Lily,
Not at all.
let's just finish it. And then...
They got him. The guy from the flower shop, remember? He's one of the neckties. We're sure this time.
Where are they taking him? Are they bringing him here?
They already did. He's here.
Did he have the goods on him? Has he said anything? What does he know?
Well, you want to find out, or you're just going to sit there?
Let's see what we got.
What happened to him?
Well,
happened to him?
as far as I understand, he had a hard time getting into the car.
Right. Didn't
Oh,
like getting out of the car either. And he really didn't like the stairs. And when we handcuffed him, wow, that was no fun at all. And then when he sat down on a chair, he accidentally...
Cut the shit, Charlie.
What?
They put the
The
hands
sheriff
on
asked a
him.
direct question.
Put the
And I'm
paws
trying...
on
Get
him.
out! All of you!
Lily, I think it'd be best if you just...
What's the problem, Gail? Isn't it best if the sheriff interrogates important suspects? Isn't it great when the commander takes a personal interest in the work? Don't you think?
Okay, guys, you hear that? Let's get out of here.
Oof. Oh, look at them. Everything's so dilapidated. Sharpwood's gotta be just trash. Wally Milton. He's not talking. What are we gonna say to him? You and your friends lured Sharpwood Sheriff into an ambush and killed him like a bunch of cowards. Yeah, that right? You and your necktie gang. Can you even imagine how hard we're coming down on you? Okay, so that's a little tough boy right there. I know it was somebody in your gang that murdered Sheriff Wells. Just tell me who pulled the trigger and maybe I'll let you go. A little presumptuous, soft. You're from around here, right? I'm sure you heard Sheriff Wells got killed, so what do you know about it? Ah, it's too late. I don't like the... she's going to be too much of a try-hard if I do the first one. Let's go with the second one. Let's start medium. We'll start in the middle, tepid. Even if I knew what you were talking about, I wouldn't tell you nothing. I'm not sure why he's from New York, or like wherever this accent is from. Now, how about a kiss? All the cops around here got sweet. Lips sweet as you. Oh, no, buddy. I don't like any of that. Hey. Even if I knew what you were talking about, I wouldn't tell you nothing. Now, how about a kiss? All the cops around here got lips sweet as you. He doesn't even know that. How do you know? I'm not leaving here until you tell me where your hideout is. Okay, let's talk about something else. The drugs. Where do you keep them? As I understand it, you never keep drugs at your base. Why is that? I like that one. I like that. Let's do that one. Why do you think I'm going to talk to you? You can't even put 2 and 2 together. You even finished school? Maybe you should go enroll in cooking classes or something. Ooh, is there an option next to put paws on this guy? I hope so. Nope. Should have been a put the paws on him option.
You could at least hide the suitcase.
What? Oh, this? It's just...
Charlie, shut your trap and get ready to question the suspect.
Oh, now he's gonna put the paws on him.
Lily, I just want
You do understand, Gail, that this will soon be over.
All of this. You understand that, right?
I know, Lily. I know.
Now what?
I need to finish
Logistically,
writing that letter to Captain Carter.
If a small town loses a police department, does it just go to like the next town over? So like if you're like 35 minutes away and that's your nearest police station, what do you do? I don't know. That's a weird thought to have, but I've never seen a dying town in person, so I have no idea what that would be like. All right, well, who we got? Oh yeah. Oh yeah, he's off that Flint, Michigan water. You can tell that.
Hello, my name is Bogdan. Are you satisfied with your water supply system? I bet you're not. I am here to solve your problem.
Excuse me, what?
It's not so nice to run to the toilet outside in the cold, is it? Especially at our age. You go once, you go twice, and by then you've already frozen your butt off. And it's lucky it's the only thing you've frozen off. Believe me, I know what I'm talking about. And you know what I'm talking about too,
I like I said
don't
man,
you?
but he clearly told us his name was Bogdan.
Listen, this isn't my house. I'm just renting it.
All the better. So the homeowner will pay for everything, while you will enjoy the new toilet in warmth and comfort.
Is that legal? I don't think you can do that.
Are you selling toilets? You sell toilets at night?
Don't be silly.
Got that chopper.
You'll replace your whole water system. A new toilet in the house is, well, it's the cherry on the cake. You're right. I'm here a little after hours. Well, you see, our farm is just taking its first steps in this business, so I can only visit my customers after I'm done with my day job. But a toilet inside your house is doubly good at night, right?
Got a point. If
Do
you think
understand
about
your needs, sir. I myself had to run to the toilet outside for 20 years every night. But when I finally got a toilet inside my house,
Please go. Just go. I want you to leave.
I know what you're thinking. You think that in such a small house there's simply no room for a toilet. But I assure you, if you just allow me to come in for a moment...
Leave right now. I'm asking you to leave.
I just want to save both of us some time, that's all. I know that you'll change your mind. The next time you need to go in the middle of the night, you'll remember me and think, damn, that guy was right. A toilet in the house is what every adult man needs. So,
This man should
why
say
don't
I've
we...
asked you to leave.
For his day job if
You
he
need to
doesn't
leave.
already.
Now. Leave.
All right. But I bet you won't last a week before you change your mind. I'm telling you right now, you won't last a week.
Oh, I don't like that. Let's go ahead and close the door. Get back to drinking. God, the first game was so good. The first game, this dude he had a lot of stuff going on in the first game. And if you had played the first one, which you should, if you have not, this is definitely exactly what you thought would have happened to this guy at the end of that game. What a wild ride that was. Ah, that cheating bitch of a wife of his. Dear Dylan, Oliver, and Edgar, I'd give anything to be sitting with you on the porch of our old house, smoking a cigar, talking, and passing the day. I know you have a lot of questions for me, a lot of unpleasant questions. It's not hard to hear them in my head, but it won't be so easy to find the right answers. Ellipses, ellipses, ellipses. Is it true what they're saying about you? Yeah, yeah, it's pretty true. My only crime was wanting to take care of myself and my family. I'm just sorry it took me that long. My crime was I trusted the wrong people. No, sir. No, both of these are not very good options. We clearly did bad things in the last game. But this one is probably the better of the two. Why did you flee from Freeburg? It's not that I ran away. I just needed time to regroup, so I could go back and clear my name. Sometimes retreat is the only way to victory. I ran because I didn't want to be killed in prison. I know so much about every... Yes, that's the one. We got mixed up in all of it. Why did Mom really leave? Because she decided she wanted to fuck some 30-year-old insurance agent, and I hope he gave her exactly what she wanted. Well, that's an odd sentence. Sally, your grandmother once told me that I'm too old, I don't have any energy, and that's why Laura left. I really didn't understand what she meant at the time, but now it seems to me that she hit the nail on the head. Nope, it was the first one. Bink. Did you have an affair on the side too? Sure did. We were bad also. I wouldn't say that. For one thing, your mother had already left. Well, that's fair. That's fair. And it's strange to call a relationship between two people an affair if they only talked on the phone and never met. That's also fair. It was your mother who had the affair. Everything that happened to me later was just an amusement, a naive love fantasy that never became reality. And in any case, it's that one. We'll go with that one. Why did you get in bed with the mafia? Because that money was too beautiful. I didn't go to them. They left me no choice. When they threaten to hang your children's head from a chandelier, you'll do exactly what they ask of you. No hesitation, no questions. I got in with them because the mafia can't be defeated, only controlled. And looking how well I controlled crime in Freeburg, yes, that is the one. Did you kill people? I never killed anyone. I have many vices, but I'm no killer. I didn't kill anyone with my own two hands, but I gave orders that led to some deaths. Sometimes they were bad people, sometimes not so much. It's up to you whether you think that makes me a killer. It does. And I did. Bink. How is your health? I feel good. Despite parting with your mother, fleeing from the feds, and surviving 2 comas, one thing I know for sure, I won't survive a 3rd. I'm not complaining, but I'm lonely. I'm afraid I'm not going to make any new friends here. Either way, new friends of my age don't lead to anywhere except another funeral. Yeah, we're going with that first one. I want to be cynical. We cynical in this playthrough. Why didn't you just retire? I catch criminals. That's all I know. It's all I'm good at. I didn't retire because I loved my job and I wasn't too old to keep doing it. Well, because I had nothing else to do. All I had left was an empty house and a dirty barn. What was I going to do? Farming? All my tools rusted a long time ago. After a week of retirement like that, I would have put a bullet in my forehead. Short and sweet. He said the yapper keeps going, and so do I. Let me see. What are you afraid of? Bears? Bees? I'm afraid I'll be caught, locked in a cage, and put on display like a circus freak, and the only power I'll have left is to bash my skull on the bars of my cell. I'm afraid I won't have a chance to clear my name or even explain myself. Before the law, before Freeburg, and more importantly, before you. You deserve an explanation the most. That's why I'm writing this letter. We'll go with that one. A little sentiment. What are you planning to do next? I've changed a lot, though predictability is still not among my vices. I know I have to do something. The only question is how far I'll have to go. I can't tell you. It's not that I don't trust you. It's just that even I don't know what I'll have to decide 10 seconds from now. That one. We just along for the ride. We just out there whipping and seeing what's going on. Say I can get all the way.
We can hardly shut the guy up. He wasn't so tough. I didn't even get to the Phase 3. Phase 3 is where
we don't have a lot of time. They're moving their headquarters, but we should be able to nab most of them if we hurry. It's north of here, the old summer camp. But they never keep the goods at their headquarters. They always use a different place, usually an isolated house on the outskirts. Most of the time, these places have random tenants who don't even suspect that there's anything hidden under their floorboards. That way, the drugs can never be linked back to the neckties or the neckties to the drugs. You remember that little tavern called Forsetti? We went drinking there after graduation and broke that big mirror. Mr. Blaine's converted it into a house, and now he rents it out for almost nothing. 2 weeks ago, an old man moved in, and under his floorboards, there's 27 kilograms of heroin.
I'm starting to think that guy is leading us around by the nose. I bet there's 4 or 5 armed guards at the house. But you said it's a small place, right? Well, I bet there's 2 at least. I don't believe they just left the stuff under some old man's floorboards. Even if there is an old man living there, I bet he's in on it. Hey, maybe old man is just a nickname.
Under our floorboards.
I bet he's a right
sitting here trying to drink ourselves
hunkered
to death.
down there, ready to ambush us.
As far as I know.
Maybe he already...
Well, you and Corey, go check it out. Take 2 cars in case it's not just
from.
an old man living in the house. Whoever you find there, bring them in. And don't forget about the heroin. Rest of you will come with me to storm their headquarters. Sound good to you, Lily?
Uh-oh. Looks like we got some trouble in the ranks there. Alright, so this is the part this is how the original game worked, like, completely. They didn't add in the RT, or the strategy RPG element until this game. So literally the entire last game was played on this screen. And again, like I told you, I played this game for like 30 hours. So the fact that they added an SRPG element to this only makes it the sweeter. It's like XCOM. Like if you level the people up and then they die and you have to start over from scratch. But that was before you had the ability to actually play, like go out and kind of affect the outcome. Before, it was just basically all decision based, and it was RNG, roll the dice, and hopefully the people came home. So we'll see how that affects the gameplay. Honestly, in the last game, not knowing who was going to show up to work or come back from missions kind of helped with the atmosphere of the game. So we'll kind of see how that goes on this one. We'll see how that affects the overall atmosphere of this game. All events that require your attention are displayed on the Sharpwood map and by a card on the call list. Alright, it's drug trafficking, Forsetti Tavern. Each call has a minimum professionalism requirement to ensure that your cops can go on a call. Their overall professionalism must meet the minimum required by that call. Alright, 600. Bink. Bink. The neckties are hiding. Forsetti Tavern. The neckties are hiding a large batch of heroin in the house on the outskirts. Currently, that house is being rented by some old man, which is us. He's probably working with the ties and watching the goods. Put that work in. Hey, I'm in here drinking.
Sharpwood Sheriff's Department. No. Look at this. No, well, just look, Corey.
Ooh.
You couldn't find anyone better to watch the goods? Oh, they just didn't bother. Or are we missing something? What do you think, Corey? Think we're missing something? Huh? Is there some kind of special meaning to the fact that we've got drunk, dirty grandpa here sitting in the shack watching the goods? Maybe we need to crack the code here, huh?
Well, any ideas where they hid the powder?
How about you look around while I interrogate the suspect, huh?
Oh, he's about to put the hands on us. He's about to put the paws on us. Please don't.
You.
Oh.
What's your name, old man?
He went straight for the chopper.
Boyd.
What did you say, old man? You need to answer nice and clear when a police officer speaks to you.
My name is Nash. Warren Nash.
I'll tell you something, Warren Nash. 15 years on the force. I've seen all sorts of dirty shits. This town isn't exactly upscale, in case you haven't noticed. I've caught thieves, caught rapists, murderers, and drug traffickers. All part of the job, you know? I'm doing my job. Nice and easy, like a professional. But here you are. This filth. You don't make it easy to be easy. Filth like you drives me up the wall. With scum like you, I just can't keep up the cold-blooded professional attitude. I just can't. You know why, Warren? Because...
Oh,
I'm sorry.
I love this game.
I'll be just a
I'm telling you,
second,
this
all right?
series is A1.
Shit, Charlie, what the hell? Do you want
Corey, just look for the fucking drugs while I'm busy with the fucking suspect, okay? So, Warren, filthy things like you drive me nuts. 'Cause you think that we'll never catch up with you. You think the police can't do anything. You think we just rescue cats from trees and help old ladies carry their bags up to the porch. You think, you believe, you really believe that we'll never get to you. So you don't even have to try. You taking good care of the goods here, Warren? Ready for us here, Warren? Just waiting in ambush, Warren? You did fucking nothing, Warren! Fucking nothing! Because you thought we'd never come. But here I am, Warren. Here I am! What are you gonna do now, Warren? What's the big plan, Warren?
Hey, I think I found something.
You hear that, Warren? He found something. Next time, hide it better.
Oh, jeez.
Well, this looks like 27 keys of heroin to you?
I would say there's somewhere between 26 and 28 keys.
Well, that sounds like 27, right?
Yep. Yep, looks like 27. So what are we thinking here? You load it up in the car and I'll pack up the old man. And any of this other junk we might need.
I wonder how much they took. I don't remember them saying the original amount.
I'd like.
My phone call?
I really need to talk to the sheriff as soon as possible.
I'm Sheriff
It's
Reed.
right there.
You can talk all you like, but if I were you, I'd wait for my lawyer, Mr. Nash.
I don't.
I don't need him.
You said you're the sheriff?
That's what I said.
No. I'm just. Are you Sharpwood, Sheriff?
I'm the sheriff.
You could. Do you have the authority to.
Look, I'm wearing a shiny star on my chest. I'm sitting here in the middle of the night, and even though I'm exhausted, I'm poring over murder files that no one else wants to bother with. So yeah, I'm the sheriff. I may not be used to all this, and I'm not sure I ever will be, but I don't have another sheriff for you, Mr. Nash. You might as well accept it.
Listen, Sheriff.
Cool.
Sheriff Reed,
We're
right?
vibing.
Great, Sheriff Reed. I need to talk to the sheriff, and you're the sheriff, so it's even better.
She lying. She looking at no case files.
Older
That's definitely
sheriffs
anti.
sometimes. Well,
can
that
see
doesn't
it.
matter. It doesn't matter. I'm not talking about that. I just want to say that there's been a mistake, and I want to help you out here because
There was a huge batch of cocaine hiding in your house. You want me to believe you didn't know anything about it?
I rent that house. Only lived there a couple of weeks, and you know all that, right? It's easy to check, huh? Yeah, it's but that's not important. It's not that I'm trying. Listen, Sheriff Reed, you have to listen to me very carefully. I'm a policeman, just like you know?
Oh, so you must be undercover. Is that it, Mr. Nash?
No,
I'm
that's
just real
it's
corrupt.
much more complicated than that.
It was forced out of
My name isn't
city.
Warren Nash.
Yeah, I already knew that. Your fake documents are so bad they practically fell apart in my hands.
If you let me explain, would you like to see my real document, Sheriff? Look, that humidor, you see it?
What?
That little box, the little wooden box on the table, see? Looks like a jewelry box.
It's locked. We'll crack it open in the morning.
Wouldn't you rather open it now? Please, Sheriff Reed, let's open it now, and I'll try to explain everything. I'm in a very difficult
lit.
situation, and I'm asking you to listen to me. Just open the box, and you'll find my passport in there, my real passport. My name's Jack Boyd. The documents that say I'm Warren Nash, I bought them for $90 at the rail station. Please, just open the box, and I'll explain everything, please.
You say you were a
Wild if you
cop,
can
huh?
really buy a whole new identity for $90.
Yes, I was a cop. I was the chief of police, just like you. Look, it's a very long and complicated story, but I assure you this is all just a huge misunderstanding. And the fact that I've
Is
gone
it?
into hiding here, the fact that I'm here at all, it's an injustice that I want to correct. And I'm asking you to help me.
I ain't correcting nothing. I did all that stuff. What poor police work if they didn't, I'm assuming from the chain that it was wrapped around my neck. Did they not check me before they threw me in here? What terrible sheriff's department.
Sheriff Reed, let's talk. I'm begging you.
She said, nah. Let you get some of that sleepy sleep, and I'll come back in the morning. Oh, okay. No, never mind. She said I'm coming right back. Just had to go to the bathroom. Oh, this art style. Ugh. You can't tell me this doesn't slap.
Sheriff Reed,
Do you even know what you've been accused of, Mr. Boyd?
Let's just say I don't know if you know what happened in Freeburg last winter, but it had nothing to do with the law or justice. I was used.
You do understand that I have to report you to the feds, right, Mr. Boyd?
Sheriff Reed, if you do this, you
could.
You just continue this, I think.
Could.
I believe that cops should help each other, so I just want to say you seem like the kind of person
We've known each other for 5 minutes, Mr. Boyd. I doubt very much that I've made any impression on you at all. Whatever you've got yourself mixed up in, I hope that
you find justice, if that's really what you want. But for now, all I know is this. You're a criminal.
What?
And they're looking for you.
Nah, they're looking for you.
Your
Reverse
folder.
psychology on 'em.
Your folder. That's a case file. Can I see it?
Excuse me?
I worked as a detective for years. Even when I was chief, I did half of my detective's work. If you're having trouble with the case, I'm sure I can help. Cops should help each other. My exact words, right?
You think that I'm...
Listen, Sheriff Reed, what do you have to lose? You're the head of this police department. You've got to think rationally. I'm not trying to teach you how to do your work. I'm just for a minute, forget about all that, this whole awkward situation, okay? Right? You have an unsolved murder, and there's someone standing right in front of you who's offering to help.
Solve it.
Maybe I'm an
Goddamn
imposter, and I can't actually do anything. Maybe I'll even turn out to be a lunatic, scatter the file around the cell and dance around like a wild monkey. But maybe, just maybe, I really am an experienced cop who can help you find your killer. Don't you want that?
Bring it on to me.
Don't you want to
Bring
give
it
me
on
a
to
chance since you've got nothing to lose? Don't you want a real criminal in prison, not some sorry victim of circumstance like me? That's police work. Catching the real criminals, right?
Mm-hmm.
I guess I'm going crazy.
Okay. To solve the crime, you'll need to reconstruct the picture of what happened by placing the frames for the crime's key events in the right order. Now, this was always the hard part of the last game. It literally took me forever to get these. To figure out what happened, you should carefully examine the evidence and witnesses' testimony. You have all of the necessary frames, but 2 people are suspected of the murder. You need to analyze whatever information is available and figure out which of them is the true culprit. Alright. The Secret of the Forbidden Flesh. I do not enjoy that title. Clues. Ruth Finnegan, the victim's wife. I was at the neighbor's to borrow some salt, and I heard on their TV there's some crazy maniac started killing in Ripton. The journalist nicknamed him the Wrestler because he wears a wrestling mask. I usually don't pay attention to the news, but this time I remember, because as I was leaving, I noticed a Latino man in the street with a big sports bag, and he was just taking off a mask. I got home, and there's blood everywhere, and Bob is nowhere to be found. You think that maniac came all the way out here from Ripton? Katerina Slusarski. That evening, Ruth came over to borrow some salt. It's funny, she works at a grocery store, but she's always missing something. She sat at my place for a while, and then said that she was going back to make dinner for Bob. I don't know how she put up with him. A typical man, he always walked around in a stupid t-shirt, spent the whole day staring at TV, and yelling for Ruth to bring him another Frosty. I went to visit often enough, and it was always the same thing. Recently, Ruth decided to try being a vegetarian. She'd read in a magazine that it'll make you live an extra 10 years. Plus you get to lose a few pounds. So she started cooking without meat, beginning with vegetable soup. Thought she'd surprise Bob. But when he came home from work, he was yelling, "Yo, what the fuck is this without the meat?" I live next door and I could hear everything. They almost got into a fight. Victim, I apologize for the dog barking in the back room, or in the background. It is what it is. The bathroom is covered in blood. It looks like this is where the victim's corpse was butchered. Store counter. The victim's body parts were neatly laid out on the counter, as if it were a display, set for all to see. There's a crumpled garbage bag under the counter, with traces of blood inside. Medical examiner. The victim's throat was cut in one single confident motion. Death came almost instantly. There are no signs of a struggle on the body. The corpse was dismembered after death. What an intense series of events. Okay, so we start out with Bob Finnegan's house. Looks like trash. There's literally a hole missing out of the top of this guy's house. Wow. Sharpwood is a dumpster fire. Bob Finnegan's dismembered corpse is discovered in the North Star grocery store counter. Wow, they even put his hand on top of a pig's head. So this grocery store just carries pig heads, is what I'm led to believe by this. Alright, so let's see the frames. Okay, so alright. So we know he was most likely dismembered. Okay, let's see how we put these in sequence. Put this frame. No, that was silly. Okay, so he's watching them through the. What's this? That's a grocery store. Okay, so dang, even the grocery store looks like trash. Sharpwood is just a mess. Who lives there? That's saying something. I do not live in a great area. Let me see. Probably watched him through the window. Came up like, hey. Then went yeet. He yeeted him right there. Did the poop doop doopity doop. Yooped with the yoop. The elusive maniac nicknamed the wrestler who kills middle-aged white men, dismembers them, and puts them on public display. Yeah, that's about as good as I do want to see this picture real quick though. What? I want this to be a part of the murder, but I don't think it is. Alright, put it in frame. Boom. Do you really want to press charges for this suspect? Let's do it. Let's see if we got it. Hector Campo.
Look.
I'm not sure how we know it's Hector Campo. Seems like we just got the conclusion and blamed somebody, but that's fine.
Lily, are you there? Lily!
Lily here. Come in.
Can you grab the box of flashbang grenades and get over here? There's no time to lose. Lily!
Copy. I'm on my way.
Oh, she thinking. Oh, she thinking. She needs them expertise after all.
So,
right.
I'm not seeing anything.
Are there towns like this in real life that look like this? I swear,
Yes,
I'm too
just
city.
let me look at the plan.
Lily, we've got everything covered.
Gail, I need to take a look at the plan.
Let me see what you got popping.
Gail,
I'm the sheriff.
The plan?
Even
Lily,
if only
do you want to
name,
look at the plan,
I
or do
still
you want to
wanna know.
change the plan?
I need to see
Both,
the plan before I decide whether I need to change it.
Avi.
Gail?
How did I get this job? It's just like a matriarchal thing or a patriarchal thing where, like a monarchy where I just got the job because of my dad. I just don't understand how they gave this job to this person. If there's got to be some sort of vetting process. Or like even sheriffs have a boss. I don't understand. Things to do. Interrogate the necktie. Get all information available. Outfit and assign your strike team. Usually it takes several days to plan an assault, but this time Gail had to sketch out the plan in a hurry. Maybe you'll want to change something. Alright, let's see what we got. Assign your cops for the assault. Carefully consider your intel and select cops that are ideal for each position. At every position, there has to be a cop with the appropriate skills or equipment necessary for the assault. Let's see. Gale wants to put a quick cop around the side of the car wash so he can cut off any escaping neckties. Got that 40 time on him like you. Main entrance. Gale knows that no assault is complete without a well-trained gunman. Got that yopper on him, I see. Dual yoppers. Assault leader. Gale will lead the assault. He wants to capture as many neckties as he can, alive if possible, and also looking like the most hobo that he can possibly look. Is that Ben Affleck? Is Gale Ben Affleck? Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's Ben Affleck. Alright. His acting range is incredible. Okay, side entrance. Gale is confident that a clever cop could outwit the side door of the workshop and sneak inside. Main entrance. Gale has assigned an agile cop with a stun grenade to storm the workshop. Rear window. Gale believes that a stealthy cop can sneak into the workshop unnoticed and take the neckties by surprise. I was 95% sure that was going to be like the one black cop in the unit would be the stealthy cop required to sneak into places because of our +6 to racial bonus because it's so dark you can't see us at nighttime. But you know what, that's just me. Good to see that they're a little bit more learned than that. Alright, so let me see. Do we want to change anything? No. Nah, Gale should lead the assault. We'll go with what Gale has for the start. We'll see what it pops off. Let's get it.
You should have taken him to Canaan right away. Yes, let's get him over here. Someone needs to go get Canaan. Does anyone know Canaan lives? Jesse, grab that blue bag over there. Bring it over here. I'll call him. Bring me that bag. I'll call Canaan. The bag, Jesse.
Jesus, Jesse, we don't have time for that. Bring me that bag.
No, come on.
Lily, put pressure here. Press there and don't let him make it. You think he'll make it?
Oh, no. One of our boys. We lost him. Hate to see it.
We need to put something under his head.
He's dead, Lily. Lily, he's dead. Gale's dead.
Nah, not on my watch. Not Gale. Oh, not my boy. Not Benny Affleck.
What was his name? I mean the deceased officer. What's his name?
Gale Greenberg.
Were you close?
No, but... No. We went to school together.
Sheriff Reed,
Sheriff Reed. Ha! Sheriff Reed. If my dad could hear you say that, he'd died of laughter. He'd laugh like a madman, choke on his favorite meatballs even. Sheriff Reed.
Okay, so her last name's Reed. Obviously, the other guy was Wells.
Call me Lily.
Okay, so it's not nepotism. So how did she get this job?
My aunt lived in Freeburg. She sold flowers. Had her own store, a little shop. My mother and I used to visit during the summer. You have warm summers there. Warmer than here.
Anywhere's warmer than here.
So, what happened in Freeburg? Mr.
Nonsense.
Boyd?
The mafia came up to me and said, hey, run them pockets.
I'm
And I said,
sorry.
you run them
Forgive
pockets.
me, Lily.
And then we
I
said,
begged
hey,
you
wanna
for a
run
chance
other
to tell
people's
you
pockets?
everything, and
then we
now I don't
ran
know where to
pockets.
start.
You were slandered?
Committed thefts.
You could say that.
So you aren't guilty of anything?
I did things.
I'm plenty guilty, but not what I've been accused of. I was just a fool. A blind fool.
We did a pretty good
You're
job,
right,
though.
Mr. Boyd.
I'm sorry?
The sheriff's job is to think rationally. I figured I might be a shit cop, but at least I can think rationally. Now I'm not so sure.
Lily, listen to me. You aren't guilty of anything. I've been a police chief going on
Aren't guilty
13
of
years, and I
anything.
can't say that I
Yeah.
never... let's just say it's a difficult job. It gets
Yes, sir.
complicated.
Well,
And
I
to
don't
put
know
you
that.
in this position...
Last time I played this game, it was a difficult job.
I just want to say
Don't be
that...
shy, Mr. Boyd. I don't make much of a sheriff. Is that what you wanted to say? Because I completely agree with you.
Lily, listen to me. I'm a policeman. Whatever position I'm in now, whatever this is, whatever my official status, I'm still a policeman. I'm a policeman and I know how to do this job. And I will help you. Cops should help each other. Isn't that what we were talking about earlier? Don't you agree with me?
What was it you said, Mr. Boyd? Maybe you're an imposter, maybe you're
no.
crazy, but
Hey, whoa.
but
Hey.
maybe you I don't even know if I
Lily, why are you pointing that gun at me?
Right, dang, come on. Put the yopper down. Put the llama down. Put the toolie down. Put the blicky down.
Can I
That's all
get
the
out of
gun
this
mechanisms
cage?
I have. Put the hammer down? That's a different thing.
Lily?
Yes, Mr. Boyd. Yes, you can get out of the cage.
All right. Can I tuck my shirt in? Or untuck the other half? One of the two.
You want me to... Well, I guess I'm asking. You want me to get to work?
Yeah, get to
What
work.
is it you
Let's
want
get
me
it.
to do exactly?
You can get some sleep in the break room. It's over there to the left, the dark green door. I'll still be here in the morning, and in the morning well, we'll figure this out.
We figured this out. Love to see it.
Tomorrow you can gather up your things, Mr. Boyd.
Yes, I just... this letter, I'd like to send it as soon as possible. This, it's for my children. It's important.
I can mail it for you. I don't mind. I've got a letter to mail myself.
She's gonna mix the addresses
Lily,
up.
I wanted
What?
to...
You want to
gonna be
know if I'm going to
hijinks.
call the feds? No, I won't call the feds. Do I realize that means I'm breaking the law? Yeah, I know. Do I understand that you could make a run for it at any time? Yeah, I know that too.
Let's go. Dark dealings.
I'll
Let's
see you in the
go.
morning.
November 22nd. All that happened in
Any
a
other
day.
questions?
So how long you been working undercover?
Since February.
So you're like our new sheriff now, huh?
Mr. Nash will partly take over management of the department. Some of you will now be his subordinates. Bad news, Cliff. I'm still the sheriff. Well, if you understand everything and there's no more questions, then let's...
Wait, I have a question. When are we going to take that thing down?
I meant questions for Mr. Nash.
Mr. Nash.
Then I have a
When are we,
question for Mr. Nash. Mr. Nash,
when are we gonna take that
when
down?
are we going to take that thing down?
When
I
are we
love
taking
it.
that thing down?
We're not taking it down.
Sorry, bud. Looks like it's staying up.
That's enough. Everybody back to work.
I love it. Love to see it. Love to see it.
It was Sheriff Wells who hung that tapestry here. He said he made me his first deputy because I was the only one who understood what it says.
Well, Now there's two of us.
I drank too much. I don't think I can hold it together today. Alright, this is another element of this game. This is actually a pretty good stopping point on this game. I enjoyed this game a ton, but, you know, it's still got stuff to do today. I just wanted to play this game, start the series, kind of get the ball rolling. I'll add this into my stream schedule at some point. Probably do Tuesdays or do a Thursday gaming session on it. That'll last us a while. The cool thing about this game is that sometimes your cops are literally, if you've got trash cops like these guys are at this beginning, they just won't show up sometimes. Like, you can make them, like, so I can fire the guy or get them off my task force or whatever. The hardest part about that is, especially at the beginning of this game, the last game, like, half of the people were garbage. So immediately I was like, I'm gonna crack down, I'm gonna throw the hammer on them. Got rid of like half of them, and then I couldn't do missions for a while. So, like, it was terrible for the first couple. So I'm gonna let him slide, even though he has literally 2 stats. What a trash factory he is, Meridian. But I'm still gonna make you work, honestly. If you die, you die. Alright, Mr. Nash, I'm so glad to be on your team. Finally, we can get down and do some proper police work under the leadership of a real man. Ooh, I don't like that. Nah. Title is not gender specific. If she needs to get her weight up and put the heat on you guys, but she could still do the job. You should have said a real sheriff in the first place. We would have been all right. Now I'm gonna have to put the heat on you. I'm ready to give it 100%, but there's one thing. I need to go with the guys from my funk band to Ripton to a guitar specialist so he can set our instruments up right. That is important. We're getting ready to perform a concert at our cousin's, and we can't cancel it. You understand. So I'll go quickly today, and tomorrow I'll be the first one through the door. And I hate when this happens because they give you no option. So, like, that means Pinkin is probably going to do this like 3 or 4 times before it lets us, like, finally get rid of the guy. You know what I'm saying? Looks like a hipster already. We'll see. And if he's a detective, which usually that means, because it didn't have any stats next to him, that means our ability to investigate cases is going to be severely impacted by this guy. So we're definitely probably going to hem him up as soon as we can. Leaving the station on any task requires a cop's energy. When exhausted to the time limit, a cop might not show up for work or fall asleep at the wheel and get into an accident, which actually does happen. Cops are people too, and some of them, for one reason or another, abuse alcohol. Most of them will have a drink or two if the situation calls for it, but some are such inveterate. What a word, we throwing that in the vocabulary. But some are such inveterate alcoholics who always show up drunk to their shift, and their performance at work is much more worse than everybody else's, if they even manage to get to the job in the first place. So that means Meridian is most likely going to be a problem this entire playthrough. So I'm probably going to have to either fire him, which will probably happen, or send him to his death, which is not a good thing. So we'll probably have to get rid of that guy as soon as possible. A cop's characteristics determine how effective and useful they'll be in a given situation. Each cop can carry several items of equipment that cops return. The cop returns this equipment to the department when the shift ends. The only item that every cop always carries is a chopper and a knife. Alright. So, looking at our spec sheet right now, Flower Pots is a motherfucking tank. Big tank. That's what I'm gonna call her. She looks like a tank. She big tank. Let's see. Flower Pots is a big tank on it. Birch is he's a one-trick pony. Looks like he's maxed out on intelligence, but he's not good for much else. Rosekrantz is a little bit more balanced. Belmont. How does Mustard have 490, but he must? So I'm assuming if you want to play this lore-wise, which I do love to do, my lore for Mustard, my headcanon for Mustard, is that he's skirted through this entire job for years, never having to do anything useful. So, like, yeah, he's got the experience you need in an officer, but he doesn't have any of the skill needed to be an officer, and that is enjoyable to me. That's one of the things that makes this game so fun, is creating your own canon for some of these characters. It's great. It's very good. Lore is fantastic. Let's see. Alright. Choose a cop and select his equipment. Shockers, pepper spray, and stun grenades disappear after use. Tasers expend a cartridge for every shot, but you can always rely on your baton. Alright, so we're not going to give you anything. Unless, I don't know if when you die the stuff comes back. I would imagine it doesn't. So, since he's good at shooting, we'll make sure we give him some extra. We'll give him a taser. Her negotiation skills are A1. We'll give. We need to give him a cartridge also. What? No, we're giving you that and a cartridge. Not very strong. Give you those two. You got that intelligence. We'll give you pepper spray and a shocker. Stun grenade. I guess we'll give everybody a stunny boy. Yeah. Yeah. I probably shouldn't give you a... What's a shocker? What's the difference? Okay, well, you know what? We'll give you that. We'll give you that. Boom. And a baton. Then up here, we'll give Belmont a stun grenade. And we'll give you a stun grenade, taser cartridge, and a baton. What? Alright, okay, so this happens sometimes. This dude has a literal... Hold on. But it normally doesn't happen like this. So this must be new. This dude literally hates batons. We can't even give him one. He just refuses. So we'll still let it. We'll keep him, and we'll give him a shocker instead. And you know what? We'll just give this guy a stun grenade and a baton. You're pretty useless and drunk, but you know that's fine. We'll do one day, and then we'll call it a wrap for the day. All right. So
516 in progress.
urgent calls are time sensitive. You need to send your cops out before the timer expires. Right. We need to have 300 Smelly Goose Bar. God, this game. I'm loving it. I love it already. Smelly Goose Bar. A drunken worker parked his truck sideways, blocking in several cars. When the owner of the other cars asked him to move, the man climbed to the roof of his truck and ordered the dogs beneath them to shut their yaps. I love this. Okay, so we actually have more people than I thought. I'm not sure where they were. I must not have hit a second screen. We'll send Drunky Boy, which is irresponsible, but we'll still do it. Sniper is a new thing that was not in the last game. They had a spot for SWAT, but not Sniper, so that's going to be interesting to see how they incorporate that. We didn't give Spurlock anything, so we'll send... I don't want to send a hitter on something like this, but you know what, we'll send Kurosawa, which has got to be an inside joke. I feel like that's the tie around the head is something I'm not getting. And we'll put Belmont on this case. You don't want to go too high over an amount, just because like you could like, let's say we put Mustard, Flower Pots, and Rosencrantz on this one to make sure it got done. We could have 6 cases come in and literally only be able to do all but one of them because we don't have the amount of professionalism to be able to get it done. So we'll send them like this. We'll see if that can happen. I'm sure Meridian will probably ruin this mission for our guys, and either he'll die or they'll die. We'll figure it out. We'll see what happens. Alright, what's this X button? Personnel. Oh yeah, there's more people down here. So I've got a bunch of people with no equipment. So we'll see how this goes. We're doing no runbacks. If a guy dies, they're dead. That I need to come better prepared. I should have known that I had too much equipment left. No matter how good your cops are, they can't do it without your orders. All the difficult decisions are on your shoulders. A drunk worker drunken worker is standing on the roof of his truck, pissing on anyone who approaches. You can drive into the truck with the patrol car, and shoot the drunken worker with a taser. Hey mister, there's a fire over there, we need your help, that's funny. When you're deciding how to respond to a particular situation, you have to choose the cop that's most suitable to carry out your orders. Alright, so we can do this. This dude's got that work on him.
516 complete.
The cop stuns the drunken worker with a taser shot. The suspect is pulled off of the truck's roof and loaded into a patrol car. Success! With every new 50 points of professionalism, a cop receives 1 skill point. You can spend it as you see fit. Alright, since he's got that shooting skill, I think... let me see. Yeah, I'll give him that intelligence. Thanks to his incredible service, Belmont has earned the Hunter perk. Hunter, a policeman, disarms explosive devices and knows his traps and warns his friends about them. Okay, there are explosive devices and traps in this game. I am ready. You can't tell me this isn't 10 out of 10 already.
551 in progress.
Alright, attempted robbery. At the Garmer funeral home. A girl entered the vault, stole an urn filled with ashes, and is trying to escape. 195 on the professionalism. We'll send Musica and Gilderstern. That's a little bit higher than we need, honestly. What about... See, but... Okay, that's the only combination we can have, because that's not enough. Alright, so we'll send Gilderstern for the experience with Musica. Send them all through. Looks like that was right next to the police station. A girl with an urn in one hand is climbing outside through a small storage window. Seeing a cop, she screamed, "Don't touch me! I'm fulfilling the last will of my beloved. Her parents would rather die than let me destroy her ashes." Why would you destroy... Oh, she wants her ashes destroyed. That's wild. Like, baked into a cookie or something, like, cool like that? Or, like, scattered into the wind. I don't know. I'm not sure how you destroy one's ashes, though. Okay, the choices are convince the girl to try to reach an understanding with the deceased parents. Nobody has negotiation skills. Grab the girl by her foot. Maybe go to Stern, one out of the funeral home and intercept the girl on the street. Nobody has any speed. This is kind of a simple case. We may be able to have Gilderstern on that A1 foot speed. Let's see. Let's go.
551 complete.
Hey! The cop manages to arrive at the very moment when the girl climbs out of the window into the street and easily arrested the suspect. The urn returns intact to its proper shelf. Alright. Heath Guildenstern. I love that name. Alright. So, we'll give him a little bit more speed. You know what? Let's go ahead and lean into the skid. We'll min-max. We're min-maxing our people in this game. Everyone's going to have a specific role. Thanks to his incredible service, Guildenstern has earned the Patience perk. A policeman can spend all of his current actions in exchange for a bonus action next turn. That's A1. Alright, move on. Mikola Musica. Let's give him some more. We want some more people with some interrogation. Thanks to his incredible service, Musica earned the Forced Surrender perk. There's always a chance that the criminal will voluntarily lay down his arms and comply for the rest of the mission. Wounded criminals surrender much more willingly. See? You definitely want to have a guy like this on. Oh, what's going on, Musica? Thanks to his incredible service, Musica earned the interrogation perk. A policeman interrogates an arrested suspect. The location of criminals and active objects is highlighted for one turn. A policeman cannot interrogate a criminal more than once. You know what that means. Your boy will be taking pictures of all the things for one turn because I do not care if I cheat at single-player games.
573 in progress.
Alright, police impersonation. Everybody's back. Not all the way back. I'll let them get back first. Okay, everybody's back. We'll go in here. A man in police uniform is standing at the entrance to the city, slowing everyone down and demanding money. 460. We'll put Myrden or Meridian on it. I really shouldn't, because I'm assuming that means he'll be an alcoholic the whole time, and I'm wasting experience points. But on the off chance that he recovers, or we have a chance to send him to like rehab or something, which is something you could do in the last game of sorts, you know, we kind of want to at least not have him be trash. Put him. We'll put big flower pots on it. Nah. We'll put Rosencrantz. We'll put Sheeny. You're getting Clemsy. Gotta put Clemsy on the gang. We'll put Clemsy on it. Actually, we'll put somebody with some heat on them, just in case. We'll put Birch. I think Birch has some Yopper on him. That's a little bit too much for the heat, so let's see. We'll put Birch. Belmont? Nope, it's not enough. Spurlock? Nope, not enough. We'll send Guildenstern too. Ah, that's fair. Alright, I get you. She doesn't like Meridian. She only... So, I guess in this game, they also have people they don't want to work with. Little testy people. But I get it. If the dude's trash, don't work with them. Alright, we'll send Guildenstern, Spurlock, Shinny. No, we need somebody with a Yopper. So we'll send Birch. That's enough. Okay, so she won't work with Guildenstern either. Alright, so we'll send Birch, Spurlock, and Belmont. That's a little bit too much heat. I guess I could take Birch out of Belmont and Guildenstern. That's enough. Alright. We'll send them. I know it's a lot of work, but sometimes you gotta trust me. Later on in this game, you gotta be precise, because you'll end up with like 7 missions on the side, each needing 700, 800 on the professionalism, and you don't have enough, and you don't want to be caught with your pants down in situations like that. Oh, and this is far away, so let me see. A man in a police uniform is standing on the side of the road counting some guap. Turn on the siren. Order him to surrender. Hi there, colleague. You gonna share your earnings? Are we corrupt? Well, they're still corrupty boys, so... Intelligence. No, we'll order him to surrender. We'll have Birch talk to him.
573 complete.
Hey, the man in the police uniform obeys the cops and surrenders. It turns out that his deceased mother-in-law, who worked as a cleaner at the police station, helped him get the uniform. These crazy people. These backwater hicks. Alright, we'll make sure. See, Birch. We'll put some, we'll put the strength on him. He's got the battering ram perk. Blows with batons. He's got the knockout perk. Blows with batons, stun criminals much more. Love to see it. Alright, end of the day. Love to see it. Made it through a successful day with completing all of the tasks. Beer can tabs, traditional currency in the sheriff department. You get tabs for successfully completing missions and lose them for losing criminals and getting civilians killed. You can spend your tabs on new cops and extra equipment. Alright. Hey, living in a Fallout universe. Okay, we got 15 caps. Let's see. Jackson? Why does he cost so much when he's so trash? What? Oh, because he comes with all the equipment. Ooh, I see what they're doing. They're making it hard on you. Because we would get all the equipment if we bought that trash guy. But you know what? We're investing in good cops right now. We have enough for Dimmers. He's got 2 stats already. Go ahead and get Dimmers in here. And we'll keep that for the next run. At the end of the day, you'll have to select the cops that will work tomorrow's shift. All right, so we didn't use mustard or flower pots. Rosencrantz, boom, boom. I'm not gonna work every day, but you better shut up, man. All right, Clemsy, you gotta come in. Trunk Boy, you're coming in. Spurlock, okay, whatever, you trash. Belmont, 7 should be enough. We don't want people tired. We'll let anybody who's tired, we will kind of tired. Birch can come. But we don't want all our heat all in one place. Okay, no. We'll do those 6 and we'll bring Belmont with us. Or no, Dimmers just started in Dimmers. So we'll let everybody be off. Everybody else be off. And we'll end the day that way. Love to see it. Checkpoint. We'll let it save. All right. Excellent. So thanks for joining me for this very first episode. I love this game with a passion. Well, I love the first game with a passion. And it's good to see that the second game not only gives me that same feeling, but it adds some elements that I know you guys are going to appreciate during this playthrough. Obviously, thank you for joining me. Twitch.tv/SandwichChampionNova. You can find our YouTube at youtube.com/WhenAwesomeCollides. All one word. The E in awesome is a 3. So it's when AW3 some collides. That's kind of funny now that I say it out loud. Excellent. But yeah, we're just getting started. We're going to be doing a lot more content than just gaming. We're going to be doing anime reviews, podcasts, things like that. Obviously, we've got to wait till this Modelo ends for us to really be able to get out there and kind of do those things. We will be doing different kinds of content as well. So right now, we're just uploading what we can on the YouTube page. Thanks for joining us for this little bit of time. You're going to see where we're going to be doing tabletop RPGs pretty soon. Once this all gets going, we're probably going to do some over-the-air podcast for the first couple episodes until we're able to get all in person again. Thanks for joining us. Thanks for joining me right now. Anybody who's joined multiple times during multiple streams, I definitely appreciate it. Just like everybody else out here trying to make it in this world, and it definitely feels good to know that you got a couple people at least watching you do things that you love. All right, you have a great day. Thanks for joining me.